So what I wanted to talk about was something that was real serious.
Yes.
Because in our family, we deal with this as well. Mm-hmm. And you have a little boy. Mm-hmm. He's on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. You want to talk about it? Because our show is more about education. Mm-hmm. Sometimes in connecting dots, connecting people with people, just being a connection across the board.
Yes, sir.
And if we could help somebody or someone, I'd love to.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I'm saying?
sure. I'm definitely always open to having a conversation about...
Because that's tough for you, too.
Yeah, it is.
That's another...
It's... You know what? Going back to God will never put too much on you than you can bear. I really believe that because I was blessed to have him on the moderate end of the spectrum versus severe.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't even know that he's autistic. You know, it's a lot of things that I'll be like kind of fearful about or being extra like helicopter mom about. A lot of parents will be like, he just acting like a kid. You know, he's just acting like a kid. But because self-consciously, I know he has autism. So that's something I'm working on, trying to let him be him. Because so, like, when he's talking and he's maneuvering through life, like, people don't know he has autism unless I say something about it. But then if there's a serious situation that has to be associated with autism, it's just like, I have to deal with that.
Yes.
But I found out when he was 2, so I always encourage early intervention because he's come a long way.
Yes.
He could not talk, and now he won't shut the fuck up.
Is that what it was? He wasn't talking at 2 yet? Or?
So, yeah, he was using, at 2, he was still using 1-year-old words, and then he was in the class, and I never like to compare, my child, but he had a little kid in his classroom that had the exact same birthday as him, and that little boy was just like full sentences. So I'm just like, I'm using him as a measure. So I did what only I feel what was right and what I've seen. Like I said, I have a special needs little brother, and my mom is just. She that nigga when it come to like knowing some shit like nah, go get that baby tested. Fuck what they talking about, don't you know what I'm saying? So when it was my turn, I was just like, I seen this my whole life with my brother, so I'm not finna be I don't know in denial. You know what I'm saying?
And I think a lot of parents, they feel like, oh, I don't want anybody, or they're embarrassed, but it's like you only do your child a disservice by trying to hide it instead of getting them the therapies and stuff they need when they're young.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Period. And
especially with autism.
With that mindset, I be like, say, somebody gonna talk about your kid if they didn't have autism, right? Because kids are fucking mean.
Yeah, they are.
Like nothing was ever wrong with me, and I got talked about. Scolded on. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna get scolded on regardless.
Yes.
I actually, when I was in high school, some of the special needs kids would sit at the table with us, and they would be roasting too. Like nobody give a fuck. You think you scoring on them, trying to make fun of their disability? They on your ass. They on your shoes.
They got good parents.
Yeah, they got good parents.
They taught them to be tough.
That's why you in the free lunch line.
Baby, we had one that'll straight run you over.
And I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you walking gonna trip you.
Yeah.
They was mean. Like I don't have. Hey man.
So before he was 2, did the doctors list him as nonverbal?
No.
Because he was saying stuff. He
was hitting all of his milestones. He definitely was, but like he walked on time. He was saying the correct 1-year-old words on time, but to be honest, he needed tubes in his ears, so he really couldn't hear. So that also affected his speech. So once I realized that he was because his ear infections weren't the typical ear infections where they holding their ears, they crying. He just, would cover his ears, and I'm like, maybe it's too loud in here or something like that. But I end up, like I said, with the type of mama I got, got that baby to the ENT. We got him some tubes. He can hear just fine. Good. Now he can talk just fine.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I did, but with the autism thing, it was the speech and some of the behaviors. Like he was very active. I don't like the B word. You know what I'm saying? Because how is a 1-year-old bad? Like
they just acting like kids.
They acting like kids. You know? You think 1-year-olds be bad? She said Jazzy think 1-year-olds be mad.
Y'all crazy.
It 1-year-old been on the 1-year-old.
He ain't
I done been around.
He ain't robbing no banks or nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
He ain't
like,
selling no drugs or nothing.
He
I'm
only
just
doing
saying.
what
He
the
ain't trying to
parents
kill you.
allow.
Not yet.
No, because like girls,
see it anymore.
Kidding.
girls
Dang.
have 6 month olds calling their baby daddy like, come get this bad baby. Like, how's the girl? This
I
baby is
know.
6 months. Like, how's
They
it
put a
been?
belt on his ass.
Yeah.
But no, like the doctors didn't notice anything or anything like that. It was really what I noticed. Like, hey, this little boy in his class with the same birthday is talking his ass off, and
Yes.
this baby don't do a lot. And then
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. And two, I wanted to associate it with him having so many, older cousins because he's the youngest great and grandchild. Period. So all of my cousins are like 10, 11, 12, 13. He's 2 and 3.
yeah.
So when he playing with them, he, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
They
dunking, they
yeah,
this and this and that.
yeah.
So he's taking that energy to daycare. So now he dunking 2-year-olds and flipping them. And they like, hey, your kid is...
He's aggressive.
He's aggressive.
He's a little aggressive.
This is drama. I'm like...
He was a little mean today.
Drama.
I'm like, hey, man, his oldest peer is 12. He's playing with a 12-year-old.
If he ain't socking nobody or biting nobody,
that's
we
right.
cool.
It's like he choked a little girl today, and I'm like,
Is she all right?
I'm like, I know what move he was doing. It's like you got to spin around then dunk, but
I know the move he was doing.
I'm sorry. He
was just trying to do
He
that.
was just,
He was watching wrestling.
So I
yesterday.
had to get some. I had to get some help with trying to balance those behaviors, and and ABA therapy works wonders. Like those people dedicated to, they're called BCBAs.
Yes.
Those people dedicated to working with kids with autism and just different special needs. Period.
Beautiful.
Beautiful people, man.
Yeah.
The glad God put it on their heart to do what they do.
Amen.
'Cause
I wanted to talk
shit
about that
hard.
because some people might not know those organizations.
Yeah.
Some people just might need a helping hand.
Yeah,
Some people this might push somebody to go get their child tested. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight. Yeah, I get it all up from Big Bobo. From the front seat, not no photos.